Hey everyone, welcome to the Radical Care for Christian Counselors podcast with me, your host, Bethany Boring. And today I have my kids with me. This is
Matthew.
And this is
Josh.
And we want to make sure that you're in the right place. So if you're a Christian counselor or a mental health professional, maybe you're in ministry, maybe you're a mom who has kids and you have real passion that you want to connect deeply with others to help you get past your overwhelm, get past those things in your life that you have to do by yourself. Well, you're on the right place. So we'd love to have you here. And today I'm going to actually connect with my kids about 2 practices that I do all the time. If you missed a previous episode, stop right now. Go back. There's video if you're watching us on video, which you probably did because this is kind of interesting to watch this one's on videos, or audio last week because we talked about interactive appreciation and we talked about how we practice as a family. And the main thing I think we left with was 1, choose a schedule, which Josh did a really good job with. But now 2, this sounds like easy, but if you're doing this for your kids, grab what?
Thumbs up.
Food.
Dang.
Food. We need
Food.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
food.
see, there we go.
We need
Because
food.
they're
need
happier to
food.
do it with food. But it also helps turn on the relational circuit. So just heads up. It
And
helps.
it's good for you.
And what is your favorite food?
Oreos.
Walmart kind.
No. This is what happens.
So I have to get the actual real kind of Oreos. But we did not like, what was the brand that Chuck gave us that one time?
It was-
Is it Swedish Fish?
No.
It was
Sour
our
Patch.
Sour
Kids.
Patch Kids.
And Oreos. It's disgusting.
Ew.
Sorry. We don't rate that one good. But they like chocolate. All 3 of my kids are big chocolate eaters and
Yes,
so
yeah.
vanilla eaters and stuff. Anyway, let's get back on topic. Sorry. Today, we are talking about checking in. So if you want to practice interactive appreciation, a great thing to launch into is checking in. Now, I do this differently, but I want to ask, because I've never asked my kids this. Do you guys remember the first time that I ever taught you guys checking in?
No.
You don't remember it at all?
No.
I want to see if I can
No.
jog their memory. So I don't remember 2 of the kids, and I don't remember which 2 it was. We're having a really hard morning, and it was years ago. And it was a time that we were all adjusting. And I remember I had this morning where I had practiced checking in online with Luke 10 with some of my friends. But this time, I thought, guys, I'm having a really rough morning. Can we just take a minute and check in? And I remember I was sitting on the chair. My middle kiddo was off to my left. My oldest was off to my right, and my youngest was somewhere in this area going. And I said, hey guys, I learned this practice. It's called checking in, and I'm just going to share it. And I was like, you know what? I'm kind of sad. I feel like you guys are like not behaving well, and I was frustrated and I was scared, and I just told them. I said that's exactly how I was. And it was really interesting because I stopped and I said, I know it might sound weird, but you guys want to practice this too. And I expected them to go, yeah. But instead, I think this one actually went first and checked in, and with a heavier emotion. Josh checked in, middle kiddo checked in, and they shared exactly how they were feeling. And I remember the rest of that day was smooth sailing. And I don't think it was anything that I did, but it's because they felt safe. They felt safe to actually share how they were feeling. So let's do an example. When you check in, what do? How do you check in? People are wondering how you check in.
So you first go you say you're what if you're happy or sad.
So an emotion word.
Yeah, an emotion word, and then you say why.
Why? And do you have to say this huge story why?
No.
And then we all jump in and we pray for you no matter what, right?
Yep.
What? No, we do not fix. Oh my goodness. But we can offer them, hey, man, that would sound like a really heavy emotion, Matt. How can we best be with you? We pray for you. Can we just go on with the rounds? Can we listen to Jesus with you? Can we offer stories of advice, maybe at the time that we've been in similar situations? And so, and he can choose, or he could be like most of my kids, like, I'm good. And that's fine too. But at least you offer them that chance. A lot of us, even adults, struggle with saying what we need. Yep. How many times have you looked at your kid? How many times have I looked at you guys and go, what do you need right now? And they're like, oh, right? We don't know. Sometimes they look at me, Mom, what do you need right now? And Okay, we both have those, but this allows us to practice that. And so if I was going to check in today, I would probably check in as it's been kind of a crazy day, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I actually got a lot of stuff done, but I think I'd be checking in as excited because I do like having my kids on these podcasts. I'm a little anxious too because I'm wondering how this is going to be received from you guys out there. Curious to see if you guys would practice this with your kids. And I don't think I would need anything from them. They're already doing pretty well right here. Just checking in and being a part. Matt, would you like to check in?
I would like to.
Okay.
I'm feeling excited
Mm.
and happy because I'm like, well, excited actually that I'm on the on the
Podcast.
podcast, and I'm like, well, I'm like yes or like no. Yeah.
So what I'm hearing is that you are excited because you're on the podcast and you're happy to be on the podcast.
Yeah.
Got that right? Yeah. And I think he's also his two brothers, not him, but his two brothers want to do a podcast as well. So he's been talking about starting a YouTube channel or a podcast or something. We'll see what happens. But this is the animated one, so I like that. Is there anything you need from us today, Matt? Me and your new brother?
No.
No, you're good. Thanks for checking in, man. Good example. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, Josh, would you like to check in?
Sure.
All right.
Feeling tired. Yeah. I didn't do much. I'm just tired. Sleep's good.
Mhm.
Food's good. Sleep's good. Yeah.
And I think he's also kind of frustrated because you said you're kind of not feeling good either physically.
Yeah.
We pray that he's not getting sick, but that's hard. So, but I'm really proud that he decided to do the podcast anyway. He didn't tell me until after we started recording. So I was like, okay, we're going to do this. And he's sitting it through. But Josh, is there anything you need from us besides letting you go to bed early tonight? Probably. Nope. You don't need any special medicine or anything like that.
Not a buff out.
Wow. Okay. All right. Well, cool. Well, we have a cleaner house now, so we'll probably give him a
No.
break. So, why do you guys think I practice checking in with you guys?
Mm.
Why do I care what you feel? Ooh,
So you're a mom.
I'm a mom.
It's kind of what they do.
That what they do? Don't dads do that too?
Mm.
Okay, so it's not just a parent and probably a parent thing. But I mean, adults check in with one another too. I
Yeah.
lead groups for adults. So why is it important that we do that?
If you care about someone, you should
Mm.
probably know how they're feeling and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's important. Now, how can you encourage parents to do it in a cool way with their kids where they're not annoying? We had to work through that.
Don't say silly, dumb things like
I don't know.
trying to be hip.
I don't know what he's talking. He
Trying
thinks
to-
I'm like all sus and stuff.
Say all these Gen A things that no one says
I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just
except him.
I don't.
quit razzing your brother.
Boo.
If you ever want to know some generation slang, come tell me. They love
No
it
one's
when I
ever
say-
said what she just said. Not the way.
Okay, so basically, don't try to talk in the language of your teen.
Try not to be their type of cool. Be your own type of cool.
Wow. Okay, which means what? Just be yourself.
Be yourself.
Is it weird when we ask you questions like, Josh, I have no idea what you just said? And you're fine with that?
Hayden,
Yeah.
the middle child, like, he probably wouldn't love that.
You have to be careful with your kids. But I found Josh, especially like if I don't know something, then I can ask him for the most part and he'll explain. Because I remember I came in one day, I was like, Josh, what is this mewing thing about? If you don't know, you can YouTube it because it's just they're working on their jawline. But they think it's like so cool. But I didn't know what it was, and he was like, Mom, no. And so I learned what that was. But it's good to ask, right? But we've also had times too where I've gone in with both and they've either had a hard day and checking in is like, hey, can we just check in real quick? And that allows them to say, what they're feeling. That allows me to see if I can meet that need. And he really appreciates that.
Right.
And so, Matt, have we ever had to check in when you were having a hard day? I'm trying to think. He doesn't have that many hard days.
He's low.
He's a little.
You don't have a lot of hard days.
Yeah,
Long
you have
days.
hard days, don't you? I think no, you don't have any hard days. Well, maybe that'll help us out in the future. What about mom? Do I have hard days?
Everyone does except him.
Everybody does. So just to have that. So your advice for parents that want to start using this is be yourself, use your own language. Is this a good thing to start on a routine, or
It's not bad. You get to know your family better. You get to get closer to God.
Mhm.
Yeah.
just have food and you'll help them do
Yeah,
it?
have
Probably.
food.
Yes,
Have food brings people together.
That is, or we do it while you're driving sometimes, as long
No,
as it's
I
a
don't.
really.
I don't try to have dinner while driving.
No,
So that's it.
we check in sometimes, or we do appreciation.
Yep.
Sometimes, yeah, we do that. So anyway, any other advice that you want to give parents out there or people that are really trying to have deeper conversations with their kids? We do.
Talk as yourself.
Get yourself.
Try
Eat
not
food.
to be someone you're not. Yeah.
But it can't be done.
Eat food.
And eat food.
Eat food.
So now you guys can see what we get to do. So I might bring them on from time to time. If there's something that you would like me to talk to the kids about, I know some of you guys out there, you're aware that I have vision loss and hearing loss, and you're curious how we do things like that as a family. So I think that might be a future episode that we do. I'm sure they have stories.
Yeah.
They have stories, but we're probably going to do it today when Josh is feeling better.
Yeah.
So yeah, but that will be coming. So we will be doing that a little down the road. But if there's anything else that you would love my kids to chime into, just let me know. But sometimes it's always good to put this on here because I want you guys to see I'm a mom. I'm a normal person, just like all of us are. And just like that, we all want deep connections around us, and our families should be one of the first places that we do that. I want you guys to be able to do that. I'm not the best, but I'm learning. And we're learning to have fun together.
Gosh.
Which my kids help me do a lot because sometimes I need permission to have fun, and they call me out on it.
Yep.
They're going to show you these are my Star Wars. Go ahead and show them. They're playing with my Star Wars guys. Yeah, I have them on the corner of my desk. That actually reminds me of my kids, because a lot of times I can get so sidetracked with my work, I lose track of time, or I'll be with a client. And so the reason I have the Stormtrooper and I have Chewie, right? Right, you can't see this, but it's right here in front of a monitor. And the reason I have it here is to remind myself that my kids are like right outside that door. So the time that I'm choosing to be in here, I'm actually saying no to them. And so there's been a couple times where I'm like, I have to tell a client, I'm like, we've already been talking for an hour. I need to take a break and I need to go be with my kids. And that helps me to also shut down what's going on in here and step out and be hopefully more attentive to what's going on with them. And so we're learning. We're all learning how to adjust and adapt.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, as always, dare to do more than just survive.
Step out and thrive.
If you want to know anything else about groups or how to connect, be a part of our community, you can definitely check us out at BethanyBoring.com. You get to see some more videos and stuff with them, but you also get some amazing, great resources, especially if you want to start a group, and especially if you want to know how to connect closer with your kids. So hopefully those resources are great for you, and tune in next week for another podcast. Have a great week, guys, and feel
Subscribe.
the love. So yeah, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe. All right. See you guys later. Bye.